What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the rhythmic cards coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow, featuring GOAT Carmelo Anthony, GOAT Shai Gilgeous Alexander, as well as GOAT Kristaps Porzingis. Is it just me, or like we got locker code Melo and SGA as far as 100 overalls for an SGA and an invincible Melo? I don't need the GOAT versions. And then we see GOAT KP, who obviously is going to be a beast, no doubt. But again, we've got Invincible. We've got 100 overall. You also do see Invincibles. Chris Paul, Zach LaVine, Latrell Sprewell, interesting, as well as Mark Eaton. Now, the Invincible Mark Eaton is no doubt going to be a stud, right? I can't ever hate on Mark Eaton. The card is going to be an absolute stud, an absolute beast. But again, price-wise, he's going to be insanely expensive. You also do get 100 overalls in Trevor Ariza, Charles Oakley, Dyson Daniels, and Juwan Howard. So, is there first anything that stands out to me with this content drop? Not really. Like, Latrell Sprewell at point guard, I think he's only 6'5" anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. Juwan Howard, power forward, small forward, like, it's fine, but it's nothing game-breaking. It's nothing crazy. As far as, like, Charles Oakley, Trevor Ariza, again, like, they're fine, but it's nothing crazy. Like, it's a fine content drop. I'm not hating on the content drop, but to me, it's just like, it's all just fine. Like, that's all I can really sit up here and say about it. I don't think there's anything crazy about this content drop. I do think Kristaps Porzingis is going to be an absolute beast, but is that enough for me to pay, you know, a crazy amount for him? No. Like, the card is going to be good in KP, but to pay the, you know, the premium that he's going to go for, it's just not going to be worth it. And that's kind of the same thing with a guy like Mark Eaton. I think Mark Eaton is going to be incredibly good, but when you're looking at the price tag of him, is he going to be worth that? I have a hard time saying yes, you know, and I'm not hating on him. That's just kind of my opinion. I have a hard time saying Mark Eaton is going to be worth, you know, I don't know exactly how expensive he's going to be, but I do know for sure he is going to be really, really, really expensive. So those are the things that I'm at least thinking about when I look at this content drop. I don't hate the content drop at all. I think it's a fine content drop from top to bottom. There's, you know, not a whole ton to hate on here. I just don't know if I can get, you know, that high on it, right? I don't know if I can be that stoked about it. It's fine, but again, I just don't think I can be, you know, any higher on it. And even with like Shai Gilgeous Alexander and Melo, you're looking at a 6'6" point guard in Shai. At this stage, whatever. A 6'7" shooting guard in Melo, like, that's fine. But again, at this stage, it's not really doing much for me, especially when, again, we've already got invincible Carmelo Anthony, who I like. Like, I've been on record for saying I really like the invincible Melo. And so I'm sorry, but the GOAT Carmelo isn't really doing anything for me. And even like if you look at the 100 overalls, there's not one 100 overall that we're getting tomorrow that really excites me. The only thing I can keep coming back to and that I keep thinking about is, when are the invincible packs coming, right? When are the invincible endgame packs coming? Because until then, I hate to say it like this, but I'm probably going to be relatively negative about what we're seeing here. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of my approach to it. That's what I see it with this thing, is it's like, until, you know, we can, you know, get those packs, I have a hard time spending a ton of money on this game. Now, you probably are going to be guaranteed a GOAT card come with this content drop tomorrow, which, whatever, like, that's cool and all. But again, if you get Shai or Melo, and I'm not hating on them because they're fine, but if you get either of those two cards, it's just like they're fine. You know, you can get GOAT Larry Bird for relatively inexpensive in the auction house. And even for like a GOAT point guard at 6'6", just go get GOAT Oscar if you want a GOAT point guard. He is relatively cheap as, you know, as it stands right now in the auction house. And even with the Invincibles, you pull an Invincible tomorrow in a pack, better hope it's Mark Eaton. Because if it's not going to be anybody that's worth your time. All I can say is I hope the Dark Matters that come tomorrow are good. One thing I will say is in recent content drops, we have been getting good Dark Matters, and that's something I hope 2K continues to kind of give us, right? I like good Dark Matters. I like Dark Matters that can play at the very highest level, and that is something 2K has done. So if they can continue to give us good Dark Matters, I'm fine with this. Like, obviously, again, the 100 overalls, to me, they're fine. I think Dyson Daniels is going to be somebody that's really good. With his size, 100 overall, I think he's going to be really good. But as far as like all of them, it's tough for me to be really stoked about, you know, the majority of those types of guys. And again, even with like Mark Eaton, those types of guys, it's like they're fine, but nothing is in my opinion game changing. Nothing is gonna make me open these types of packs. And again, a lot of what I just keep coming back to is a lot of the cards that we've been getting are just kind of rinse and repeat cards. They're not bad cards, but I would love to see more new cards, something a little different as far as content drops, instead of just seeing the same things over and over and over again. How many different Kristaps Porzingis cards do we need to have in the game, right? Like, when will enough be enough for as far as KP cards? Same thing with a guy like Shai. Same thing with Melo. Give me some different cards. Give me some cards that would excite me. I mean, I'm trying to think. Give me like an out of position set, right? That's what people have been asking for recently. Like, when are we going to see an out of position set? Are we going to see one? Like, at this stage, where's the point guard, you know, Shaqs? I'm just asking. That would be something if 2K wanted to make some money that they could give the community. But instead, they would rather bore the community with just another kind of, again, I'm going to call it a rinse and repeat type of content drop, because that's honestly how this makes me feel. It's like, yeah, wow, another Kristaps, another Shai. Can we get some variety here? And I know I'm not the only one that is asking for that. I know I'm not, but those are the types of things that I would just like to eventually see 2K go to. So I guess that's where I'm at with things. Am I pretty negative about this content drop? I mean, I guess you could say I am, because I'm not going to sit here and gas a content drop that I'm not in love with. It's fine. It is what it is, but it's not a content drop that really gets me super excited. It's just not. So that's kind of my opinion on it. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it. But as far as like, am I going to be opening any packs tomorrow? The answer is absolutely not. It's absolutely not. Like, I'm sorry, it is what it is, but I am absolutely not going to be opening up any packs when it comes down to this content drop, because again, none of it really excites me. I got Ralph 2 months ago, and I hate to say it, but I'd rather have invincible Ralph than GOAT Kristaps coming out tomorrow as the best player in the content drop. So I'm sorry. But that's where I'm at with this content drop. And again, am I being too negative this deep into the year? Maybe. But again, we just saw the first kind of leak of gameplay. Not even leak, but the first gameplay for what next year's game is going to bring to the table. And I'm more excited about that right now than I am about this game in what is it? Almost August? Like, I'm sorry, but that's just where I'm at with things. It's hard for me to be super stoked about a game in August when we're not getting out of position sets. We're not getting anything to really be stoked, really be excited about. So for me, this is where I'm at. You guys can let me know your thoughts. And again, we are going to see a new event probably come tomorrow. Maybe that will be intriguing. At least with the new event, I would like to see them give out more event cards. Makes the, you know, some of the really good cards somewhat attainable, right? Like, again, if this is going to be our last some sort of content during the year, make us be able to get those things attainable. But that's going to wrap it up for my video. Not super hype about this content drop. Chris Paul Invincible is all you need to see. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.